Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are discussing about the resonance. Means resonance किसको बोलते हैं? तो when a compound can be represented by more than one Lewis structure, मतलब resonance में एक से ज़्यादा स्ट्रक्चर हो गए. When a compound can be represented by more than one Lewis structure and the actual structure form will be the actual structure is the hybrid structure. So or we can say the canonical structure. So such phenomenon is called as the resonance. Okay, means what exactly meaning is the polarity or the interaction between the lone pair of electrons and the pi bond. Okay, the lone pair of electron and the pi bond. Here we have taken the example like carbonyl compound, in which when we firstly shift the bond towards this oxygen atom, in the first condition what we get here, the formation of the carbocation, and means the carbon becomes positive, oxygen becomes negative. Means there are two charges generated in this form, where carbon loses its octet and oxygen is remain in the octet, but here the carbon loses its octet. Means the resonance happens in first form, and second form will be here when such a bond, when this bond will shift towards the carbon, what happens, the carbon becomes minus and the oxygen becomes plus. Why? Because oxygen is more electronegative, which has more octet complete, which has the octet complete. So here after the shifting of bond, means we are drawing the resonance. So here what we get, the carbon will become negative and the oxygen will become positive. Means the oxygen has lost his octet, and carbon is in the octet form, and here carbon loses his octet. So such type of, and now we know the well-known example of resonance effect is the benzene. It is the example where this is the carbon, this is also carbon, which has a double bond, and here are the hydrogens. So what happens when we donating the resonance? So what we get, the bond will shift like this, and this will shift, and this will shift. So what we get here, okay, and the hydrogen remains as it is. What happened after and this also, these bonds can also be rotate or delocalized. So what we get, the structure. So here we get the structure like this three. This form is called as the resonance form. Means the delocalization of pi electron is expressed in such in benzene. So this is also the resonance effect. There are two types of resonance effect, that is +R effect and -R effect. So what is +R effect? The positive resonance effect is shown by donation of electron by the delocalization of electron in the molecules. Okay, this is called as +R effect. Means what? If we let's see by taking an example where ammonia, we know that ammonia is electron donating group, electron or electron releasing group. So for the first example, we have taken the ammonia on the benzene ring, that is the electron donating group ammonia, which are releasing the electron in the benzene ring. So here what happened, the lone pair of electron of the ammonia will shift towards here, between the carbon and nitrogen bond. So this bond will shift like this on this carbon. So what we get here, the double bond, and the ammonia will become positive, because the ammonia getting the 4 bond, that is 1 2 and 2 hydrogen, that is the NH bond. So it becomes positive. So here what we get, the negative charge and the lone pair. The lone pair, we have already told about the interaction. Resonance is the interaction between lone pair of electron and the pi bond. So here what we get now, in this case we got here. So there is a bond after this shifting of the negative charge towards this carbon. So the bond will shift like towards this carbon atom. So that what here we get the double bond. After shifting of this bond, what we get, this structure. Okay, here now what happens, this will tries to move in this carbon bond. So this bond will shift towards this compound, and what we get here, get double bond, and this bond will shift here. This is the lone pair and the electron. This is the double bond, and this is nitrogen is positive already. So after this shifting of the bond, this bond will move like this, and we got our original product, that is NH2. So so this is the resonance form of the aniline. The +R effect is found in this, and in this compound, in which the benzene has a electron donating group, that is amine, and we form such a resonance structure. And this is the hybrid structure of the given compound. So this is the +R effect. Now move towards the next example of -R effect. So because of the nitro group has electron withdrawing capacity, so it will electron withdraws from the benzene rings. Means वो electron अपनी तरफ खींचता है from the benzene ring, so that this bond will like shift here, and the oxygen will get negative, and the oxygen which has a lone pair in their octet state. So here what we get, the oxygen and this bond, because the bond is shifted towards, यहाँ की bond नाइट्रोजन और कार्बन के बीच में जा रही है bond, so this carbon will become positive, this carbon will become positive. Now what happened? The carbon, so the electrophilic, the carbon becomes electrophilic, so that the bond will shift towards this carbocation. So carbocation, here the bond will shift like this, and what we get here, the double bond, and the bond is shifting from this carbon. So here we got the positive charge, and the nitrogen, oxygen here. So what now? The double bond is here because of the bond is shifting, so here forming a double bond. So after this, now this positive charge is forming on this carbon. Now this bond will tries to balance the balance the carbocation, so the bond will shift like this in towards the carbocation. So इसके बाद ये बॉन्ड, अगर ये बॉन्ड यहाँ शिफ्ट हो जाती है तो हमें ये मिलेगा कंपाउंड डबल बॉन्ड NO, oxygen and the negative charge here, and the carbocation is formed in this carbon. Okay, so this is the electron withdrawing capacity of the NO2 from this benzene, and we got such a resonating structures. After the bond will shift like this, we get our original compound, that is the nitrobenzene. So this is the -R effect by the nitro group on the benzene ring. Now examples of the -R effect we showing the electron withdrawing capacity. So examples are the first of all NO2, उसके बाद है carbonyl, उसके बाद the acid or cyanide. So there are so many electron withdrawing group, but these are the major one. So here we got such a -R effect found in such a group when it is attached to any ring. And the examples of +R group will be OH, उसके बाद है NH2, OH NH2 SH, just having lone pair of electron, or OR alkoxide, or SR. There are also so many electron donating or releasing group which shows the +R effect, and this example shows the -R effect. So this was the resonance effect which is found in the organic chemistry, which is very much important to learn organic chemistry. If you like my video, please like and subscribe.